I'm Murray Pollok, editor of International Rental News magazine. I'm here at the International Rental Exhibition in Amsterdam. I'm on the Manitou stand and I'm with Jean-Christophe Giroux, the chief executive of Manitou. And I started the interview by asking him how important the rental sector was to Manitou.
It is. It's always been. And it's coming back, hopefully. So we're also here to learn a little bit more from our rental customers and see exactly where their mind is. We hear a lot of different signals. All are positive, but also a bit different in their, if you want, magnitude.
So how do you see the investment cycle for the rental sector at the moment?
That's what I'm saying. I'm trying to make a kind of an educated judgment on what is absolutely real, what is not, what is anticipation again. I think everybody would hate to anticipate too much again. We've been there before, we've been burned, but at the same time we understand the fleet have actually come down, the market is coming back. The rates are not, mind you, so this is an interesting factor that I'd like to talk about as well. We'd like to understand the drivers really of our rental customers, but there is no doubt that business will pick up and we try to get ready for it.
The engine emission regulations in Europe, is that having a big impact on the planning decisions that the rental companies are making?
In construction, that's definitely a big temptation. We understand this. That's also something we'd like to talk about because it might have some, let's say, adverse effects. If we could be honest with each other, I think everybody would gain from this. That's another claim maybe I'd like to get. I understand the power and the leverage of the rental firms on the poor manufacturers, but I think we would all benefit from, let's say, a better understanding. Lead times are poor. Seasonality is still the same one, very important, very big, but I think everybody would gain again in terms of visibility and accepting sometime a more, if you want, balanced schedule for deliveries than anything now or anything later.
What's your view on how rental companies are planning their investments?
Planning is one thing. Let's say, I think the key game is really understanding each other better. For example, if I'm taking the example of French rental firms, all of them still insist on specific paintings, which is of course a drag on the manufacturers again. Not to say it's wrong, it's their decision in a way, but we're trying to re-engage with some of them to see what really is important to them and what is less important, so we can all in a way gain in this. Because if actually, you know, the lead times are even worse because of this painting things, are they ready to in a way accept it, or are they not? So I'm trying to bounce back a couple of questions like this and see what comes back really at me.
On the issue of lead times, how long are lead times at the moment on your core products, if you like?
Two different answers, I'm afraid, here. If you want any particular model in the range and you want a very specific, configurable, it might be as long as 30 weeks, which is very, very long. That's of course the worst case scenario. But we also introduced some, if you want, high runners that are best sellers in our range, but that are not that, in a way, changeable. Because of course we want to push them to stock so they're available. And this can be 8 to 10, which is pretty good in return. Now, of course, people would like the flexibility of one with the lead times of the other, and that's something, again, I'm ready to discuss.
Yeah. Can you give us an update on the progress with the joint venture with Terex Genie on the aerial platform side?
It's not a joint venture really, it's more a cross-selling agreement if you want, but yes, it's been working quite well, both sides actually. I think it proved the point that everybody benefits from the other party when you pick something that works, instead of wasting time, if you want, and efforts and R&D dollars trying to redevelop it. So it's a good experience.
And are you thinking about expanding the alliance to cover more products in the future?
At this stage we don't see the value of this, but it opened definitely a communication avenue between two companies that the market perceived as competitors. Not to say it's wrong, but we're also sometimes very complementary. So we keep talking, and I'm just happy about this.
Obviously Manitou sells a lot of equipment into the agricultural sector. Do you see a time when rental will be as important in the agricultural sector as it is in construction now?
I'm positive about this. I think it will come in time, over time, because again the mindset is not there, and I don't know, by the way, which one is chicken and which one is egg, if it's the rental firms or the farmers, but I don't see why it wouldn't happen. I mean, the ag market has gone through tremendous changes these days and is still going through heavy turbulences. It's even more volatile than ever, and it will stay volatile. So for any farmer to have the, let's say, privilege of keeping its machinery kind of flexible and variable and adjustable at any moment, to me, is a big, big, big value. When you talk to individuals, they recognize this, but it seems that the market is not organized yet to put really this in motion. We'll see how it goes, but farming is still a big business. For us, it's between 25% and 30% of our overall business, so we understand this pretty well, I guess. Yeah. That's something I'd like to discuss with some of our rental customers at some points.
We're in Amsterdam at the IRE show. Can you tell me what your expectations for the show are, what you want to achieve here? Are you going to be signing any big deals with rental companies?
No, I don't think so, although I'd love to. Always ready for this. But as I said, my main expectation is to try to learn really from, if you want, the horse's mouth, from the big guys themselves, what really is going to drive them in the next couple of months and years, and try to propose some fair language and open platform for communication.
Thanks a lot for talking to us, Jean-Christophe Giroux.
Thank you very much.